You're gonna find it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh,
fiddly jinx." That's what I'm gonna do.
that might be what it is." Don't laugh at fiddly jinx.
Fiddly jinx. No, what? Nowhere near ready.
That's how people sound when you quick clap.
I'm a quick clapper.
I'm a quick clapper every day. I clap away.
Okay. All right.
But people sound just like that when you quick clap. What? I was nowhere near ready.
When you quick clap. When
the
you
same
quick
way that you just
clap.
said when you quick clap. What? Are you kidding?
No.
You've already clapped?
No, typically, typically you're like, what?
I know you didn't clap.
Are you done?
I know you ain't clapped already.
No.
So, I like clapping. Is it? Are you just gonna fall asleep after clapping? Okay.
You're saying to me that you clapped?
I'm so sorry. I didn't. Listen. I didn't know your applause was gonna be so good. I just. Man, my bad. I'm telling you, I'll clap again. Just hold on.
Just give me a minute. Just
hold on. Don't touch my hands. Don't touch my hands.
Okay,
I can't clap.
Listen.
My hands are sensitive right after they clap like that. Something wrong with you.
Me? Okay. All right. I'm not usually a quick clapper like this. I just something came over me today.
You know what I'm saying? And it had been I hadn't clapped in a long time, really.
That's the one.
I definitely can clap more than one time.
I don't usually clap quickly like this.
Yep.
I don't know what happened today.
Well, let's try it again. Just dang, it happened again.
My hands weren't even ready. What?
Think
what
about
happened?
baseball.
Are you ready? No, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Likes their own stuff that much. Like, we really love our own music. We love our own jokes be funny to us. We love our own merchandise. We love our own stuff. If ain't nobody else gonna love it, we die gonna sure.
If don't nobody else.
We is. You were worried about whether anything was seen back here. It was completely blocked.
Completely blocked by your hair.
By
I don't know why that
lion's
was.
mane.
I didn't put lipstick on.
Your lip gloss is popping. It's popping. It's popping. Your lip gloss is popping. Your lip gloss is cool. Something, and rhymes with school.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's all.
Who are you?
I'm Mufasa.
Mufasa. Ooh.
I am Mufasa. You like that?
And I am Sarabi.
And we are Add Joy.
Where life plus joy equals satisfaction.
That is what my shirt says.
It
Says that
does.
life plus joy equals satisfaction. Come on and get you one. Come on.
Can't get no satisfaction.
Nah.
I can't get no satisfaction. And I try, and I try, and I try.
I was backing you up.
And I try. I can't get no
Boom, boom, boom.
satisfaction.
No. If you go out there, I'm going out behind you. There's no.
Oh, I know.
There's nowhere. There's
Oh, I
nowhere
know.
you're gonna go that I'm not gonna tag along and go with you.
With a tambourine.
I don't care how far out of the park you live. If you hit a foul ball out, I'm going out there with you.
You're going outside of the
You'll
stadium.
never be by yourself going out to it. I'm way out here, and so am I.
On my coattails.
Yep.
Just
Nope, you'll never be in that little hot air balloon basket. Look around, there go me. I got in.
hanging on,
I saw you getting ready to take off.
climbing inside of it.
I had those little ropes. I said, I'm going too. You will never be alone out there.
We just pick you up. You just floating on a cloud.
I don't care how far out you get.
Yeah.
I'm out there with you.
With me. What a blessing.
Good times. What we doing? Who we is?
Well, we are in our season of pride and gratification.
Ooh, pride and gratification. It is a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own accomplishments and successes.
Yes.
Celebrate yourself.
Hey. And we are continuing with our list of things you can do to feel grown and proud.
Listen, both. Not just grown. Grown and proud.
Yes. So now this is a big one for me because I tend to just do things out of convenience. But it can get pricey and it can be quite unhealthy. And I always feel better and proud of myself when I do
Always.
this. Cook meals at home.
Cook the meals at home. What's really crazy is I like my home food. I like my food.
Listen.
I actually think I can burn. I mean, you know what I'm saying, when I make it at home, I'm like, actually, I think I might like it better. It's that I just don't. You know.
What it really is that, and here's what makes you proud, is it's all the work that led up to it. It's the grocery shopping. It's the gathering of the materials. It's the making sure that, you're going to actually cook the thing you said you were going to come home.
It's really an act of self-care. I mean, is there any, think about what you would do to really spoil or celebrate another person. You would cook them something. That's what you do when it's Valentine's Day. I'm about to cook somebody something. No, it's Tuesday. Cook yourself something.
And you see it all through the internets. People will post because they're proud of what they.
Yep.
Look at what I've done.
What I've done.
Yeah, but it's not just about look at how good this looks or look at you can't imagine how good this tastes. You're saving money.
Yeah.
You're creating
Saving
something
2,000
healthier for
calories.
yourself. Listen.
Even a salad out. I'm like, why has the salad got 52 carbs and it's 2
When I
million
tell
calories?
you-
It's a salad.
Kobla checks me all the time. Where are you on your way to get a salad? Why didn't you make the salad at
Yeah.
home? It
I
just
mean,
required
honestly.
that you chopped up some
I
vegetables.
mean, it's not even.
Trifling.
Why? Yeah, it's making time for yourself. Something else you can do is set aside time for loved ones. As you get busier, it's harder to make time for people. Schedule in a date night or quality time with the gang. Do that regularly, people, regularly. Bonus points for sending out a calendar invite so that everyone is committed.
Ooh,
Right?
yeah.
You know how proud of yourself you'll be? It is an immensely gratifying experience for me to just sit with my daughter and just put a puzzle together, and it's not 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's the minutes that I've set aside.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be planned. Sometimes it's just, what you doing?
Let me stop right now and just
Come over, or I'm about to come over to you. Yeah. This is real grown, y'all.
This grown right here.
This grown.
This grown is sissy.
This
It's real sissy.
listen. This is almost at porn levels, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Add more money to your 401k.
Woo! Whoop whoop.
Clean up on aisle 3.
Okay.
If a man says to me, "Yeah, I just put a little more cash on my 401k."
What? Why are you talking dirty to me out in public? I mean,
your place or mine?
What are we? That's really suggestive. I mean,
yeah.
And even just in a small way, I mean, just think how proud of yourself you would be to take that. Again, that is an act of self-care. If you subtract one Starbucks.
And just add that
a
to
month.
Yep.
I mean, even Starbucks a week, it'll get you real money. You know what I'm saying? One Starbucks.
Yeah.
$5 a week.
I felt really, really proud of myself after you invited me to that.
Oh yeah.
You invited me to the
money investment thing.
Yeah. And I actually went through with the call.
Did you?
Yes. I invest my money every month now.
Yeah, I have my Spellman sister,
Jennifer
Santiago McReynolds. She and her husband, actually, they are fantastic financial advisors. And no matter how, I wasn't in full of pride, to be honest with you. I'm very embarrassed how my finances were. And she was like, "Ain't nobody judging you. We about to just get this together."
That's what I love about her. She's just like, "Oh no, wherever you are, that's where we're gonna start.
We start right there. That's fine. We're gonna take this right here. You got all this sitting right here, not making you no money. So we're about to go to here so I can make you some money. Oh, thank you.
And faithfully, I don't look for that money. I just know that it's gonna be snatched out of my account, and I don't
miss it.
And it's going towards my future. And this is in addition to, I mean, of course, being in education, I'm definitely going to get a nice retirement package. But still,
the pride.
Listen, I want to live a particular life
without grinding. I nobody trying to be 85 and be grinding
at all. None of that.
I'd like to be a lady of leisure.
Soft life.
Can that start like next year? Can I just leisure myself?
Listen.
I'm trying to grind on.
Yes. Very sexy to add the money to the 401k. It's an exceptionally smart move.
So that kind of brings us to our topic for today. We were wondering what really truly leads to joy in life. What are the things that would bring you joy? And I think a lot of times people say these kind of big things like $1 million, several cars, whatever the case may be.
A husband.
All right. And then, some of those things certainly put a little sprinkle on top, right? It's a little sprinkle. But it really isn't fancy possessions or prestigious titles. Those aren't really the things I think that lead to true joy.
Yes. It's the simple acts of humility and authentic pride that bring us true happiness.
Because humility allows us to embrace our own limitations, right? And it helps us value the contributions of others. If we can stay in a humble place, we are so much less judgmental of other people. And, really, it's hard work to be judgmental. It's exhausting to be worried about what's happening in other people's lives. All that judging that you might be doing to somebody else, free yourself.
Because then you start monitoring yourself more than anybody else.
It's just such a
you're keeping yourself from just being
energy.
Your fullest, truest self.
And if you think about it, it's that real pride. Because it's going to differ for different people. Some people take great pride in being a parent and being a fantastic mother or father. Some people take great pride in getting that, promotion at work. It's going to be individual, but it's going to be whatever that thing is.
Yes.
That you humbled yourself before in order to achieve in, and it brought you authentic pride. That's going to be the thing bringing that happiness, bringing that joy.
Yes. So, in a world that often emphasizes self promotion and material success, we see it every day
That's
when
the
we're on
society we live
social
in. Yeah.
media, and it
many
looks like
worlds.
everybody is out here balling, and they go home to their 1 bedroom apartment with no furniture.
Or there's no wealth. They do live in a big house, but there's no, they're one check away from being homeless. Like, wait, there's no
Okay.
savings.
So it is crucial to explore these concepts that can lead to deeper actual happiness and fulfillment, right? It's important to note that there are actually 2 kinds of pride. We talked a little bit last week about how, pride has gotten this bad rep. Well, there are some levels of pride that are not the ones that are actually going to lead you towards joy. So let's talk about them today.
So there's authentic pride, which is what we're kind of trying to get us to get, right? An increase. People exhibiting authentic pride are more likely to score high on extroversion, right? And agreeableness, on those kind of the neo-personality skills, genuine self-esteem, self-confidence, and conscientiousness, right? People with authentic pride often have humility and that's how they're able to celebrate themselves. They can say, hey, I know where I've come from.
Yes.
From whence I've come.
Okay.
And now I can celebrate where I have gone.
Okay. But the opposite of that is hubristic pride. And people demonstrating hubristic pride were found to be narcissistic. We throw that word around. You tell the people what narcissism actually is, so we can. Yeah, we say
so
it.
Much.
We say it so much.
We say it so much. We say it anytime somebody just says anything about themselves, they're a narcissist, or we just dislike their personalities. Right. But it really is a long-standing pattern of just kind of being self-centeredness. It's not authentic pride. It's just centering the self in all situations.
In all situations.
It's hard for a narcissist to see how anything affects other people. And so they also often are harmful toward others. But also a narcissist is very difficult. You can't critique them. Right, that's how you know you're really dealing with a narcissist. There's no humility at all. They see it as an attack, and
everything is
often kind of either emotionally or otherwise kind of violently respond to anything that's just even a note for improvement, because that fragile sense of just self-esteem, they've just maintained that, and you better not
yes
deconstruct it.
So again, hubristic pride, people with that were found to be narcissistic, reflecting feelings of arrogance. You know them. We've dated them. Grandiosity and superiority, right? They also experienced more interpersonal conflict. Why are you laughing?
Because these are always the most audacious people out here.
Oh my God.
You know them. Pause and be like, this is the audacity.
I'm calling out these things, and you're just saying to yourself, that's Philip.
It's the audacity.
That's Jumana.
Folks would be like, let me
know exactly what I'm talking about.
Were you bold enough to say what you just said? Obviously you were. That audacity.
That person that was out here just, it was as if the audacity was at wholesale prices. That's this person.
They pulled like a big old U-Haul up and was like, give me all the audacity that you have.
Yeah. In fact, they brought coupons.
So they can get like a 2-for-1.
Buy 2, get 5 free.
Yeah. And they still stole some. They still stole it.
In their pockets.
It's not enough.
Just coming out
it's not
of
enough.
their
I'm
pockets.
going to swallow some. I'm just putting audacity in my armpits. I just
Who me? Well, I didn't steal no audacity.
Yeah.
It's all just in there.
Just dripping in it.
Yes.
That's these people here.
But here's the other interesting. This is the really interesting part about these people. They are also most prone to shame.
The irony.
The reason that they exhibit all of that
irony
is because you are on one today. It is usually these people that are struggling the most with shame, and that is what, and really that's what all of that is about.
That's what all of that is.
Don't pay attention to the right. Don't pay attention to the things that are negative about me. I want you to think that I am out here assuming that I'm the greatest thing.
It's like The Wiz.
Yeah. Ooh.
Remember how the Wiz was like, I am the most powerful Wiz, and all stuff like that.
And
then
it was
when
Richard
you go
Pryor
back
behind a curtain.
and then he have like some slippers on and just like a little nightshirt or something, like a little pajamas. Like, wait a minute, it's that.
Yes. So let's talk about some of the ways that hubristic pride does not lead to joy. We're going to talk about this first so that we can talk about the ways that pride does lead to joy.
So hubristic pride can make people want to constantly show off their accomplishments.
Oh, God.
Or take credit for other people's work. And really all that does is distance yourself from people. These are your name droppers. Baby, how did you fit Mariah Carey? I know you met Mariah Carey that one time, and actually she don't remember you at all. And in fact, she has a whole meme of her taking them glasses off. I don't know this person. I'm talking about you. And here you are just dropping their names. We know you know them.
Do you remember in Have Plenty?
Who are you taking?
When he was like, you dropped something. And she was like, what? And he was like, a name.
Have Plenty is one of our favorite movies. Fight us both. Fight us both. Take your earrings off and fight us both. You better come. You better be ready. You better have that Vaseline on your face. 40 ounces of love. So intoxicating. 40 ounces of love. So inebriating. That movie is
on you.
Beautifully acted. I don't care what people say. The little, I mean, all that close filming. I thought that was awesome. It was an awesome film.
Loved every piece of it.
Absolutely. It makes that name dropping that
I cannot
someone
explain
else
how
does
that thing
something.
turns me off. When I tell you that
people really think that it's like endearing them to you, and I'd be like, oh God, I don't even know who you're talking about half the time. I don't know him.
We don't care.
I don't care.
What? Shut up.
It's unbelievable how much people will do that, and it's just they'll work it into conversations. That they don't even fit, and that's just the hubristic pride. They need some joy coaching.
Boop.
Yeah. Need some joy coaching because that's got to be exhausting to try to just work that in all the time.
Every conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes you exaggerate. Because the simple truth doesn't get enough of a reaction.
Oh, no, that's me.
Now,
I stay in hyperbole. Well, I'm just dramatic.
You're dramatic. You're dramatic. No, my favorite thing, though, is when you get dramatic and you preface it with, no, this isn't hyperbole.
Because I have to do that because I'm usually in hyperbole. I'll be like, there was like 1 million people there. Well, there wasn't 1 million people.
There weren't 1 million. No, but then you get serious. No, I'm not kidding.
Because sometimes I'll be like, no, there were 10,000 people. And I'll be like, no, there were actually 10,000 people. I did it the other day. I was talking about Spellhouse Homecoming. I was telling she was like, I might come out there. I was like, no, it's like 30,000 people. And I was like, you think I'm joking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that 30,000 people come.
Here's the difference in what we're talking about, though. Someone with hubristic pride is exaggerating about their own accomplishments.
And the thing is, often there is something there that's worthy to celebrate. You didn't even need to do all of that. You didn't need to tell us this whole extra piece that really isn't really the truth. And then everybody just wept because of what I said. No, they didn't.
And then they always try to be, and then they do
that.
The fake humble move. They're just dropping it into the conversations. Because when I was 5 and I wrote that concerto.
Right. Then you talk to their mother and be like, he had a little notepad and it had notes and a stamp.
You mean
and
that
he used to stamp it. He would stamp the paper. And we told him, Long Travius, it's a concerto.
It'll get you every time.
I wrote a concerto. The thing is, and this might sound antithetical because we are telling people to really celebrate yourself. We're saying when it's not the authentic pride, find the real things that you really want to celebrate yourself. Then you don't have to make no stuff up.
Yes.
You don't have to do this exaggerating, right? It makes you serve in leadership roles to be noticed rather than you have the skill.
Or you want to make a difference.
Or you actually want to contribute to the organization or the group. You just want to have the position because I just want people to know that I have the position. Being a leader is the hardest job in the room.
Baby.
So when people do that because of hubristic pride rather than authentic pride, we're probably in trouble as a group because we're all trying to follow you. But you're not doing that for any other reason than you want people to follow you.
And you don't actually have the skills. And because you keep exaggerating.
We thought you might, but it turned out you didn't.
Okay.
You know, I performed a number
Your
of
skill set isn't quite there.
surgeries. We thought you were a surgeon. Like now we're depending on you to do surgery.
Well,
I wasn't
now we
quite,
need you to save this
okay,
person's
so that wasn't
life.
true.
Right.
I just watched a lot of shows about surgery.
You know who do this?
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
My eyebrows furrowed.
These men.
She did it anyway. We're not getting canceled.
Hi, and so we're moving on. So people with hubristic pride also. It makes them feel entitled to star treatment because of their position or title. So right, like, you know, I know you ain't talking to me. I'm the CEO. Well, that doesn't mean that you talk down to people. That doesn't mean that you know.
They would.
You're dishonorable.
I know you're talking to me. Just
Right. Yeah.
Because
I know you ain't talking to me. Right. Yeah, and you don't even. But even more so when performing like sacrificial work, like they just want you to stop the earth for them, and that's.
But that's a sign of a need that's not getting met. And if you had actual authentic pride, that need would be met. It's the hubristic pride that the need, because we're not shaming that need. We all have it. We all have the need, for some
to be seen,
recognition, and to be seen, and to feel proud of ourselves, and for others to recognize that, right? When that need is not, when you can't meet it healthily, right, and you end up engaging in these maladaptive ways of trying to meet it, it never really, it's kind of like when you're thirsty, you should drink water because that's the healthy thing. You keep drinking other stuff and then be like, why am I still thirsty?
Just making yourself thirsty.
Yeah, it doesn't quench the thirst because that's not actually what you need. It is tasty, it's easy to get, but it's not like you need water.
Right.
And what we're saying is authentic pride, real pride, right, is the water that you need, to quench that thirst.
Yeah.
So, pride really isn't specifically about seeking validation or recognition, right? It's about just really taking a pride in your authentic self. This is me. So let's talk about humility in specifically and authentic pride, and the roles that they play in creating joy in our lives.
Yes. Through true humility, y'all, we connect with one another on a deeper level, fostering genuine relationships. I cannot tell you, for years I have said this. I haven't always dated this way, but I've been saying for decades, I want to spend my life with a man who has humility.
Is that such an unreasonable ask? I mean,
it must be, because that's not what likes me.
Can't we do it? And listen, it must not be what I like either, though. I'd be like, you have humility? Get out of here. Out. I don't want you.
Yeah, the men I'm dating are like, humility, what's that?
Being humble is for suckers.
We gonna talk about that too. We gonna talk right about that too. Yes.
Authentic pride really actually gives you confidence, right? It's not something that you have to feign and have a facade about. It's giving you real confidence, and it's a confidence to have meaningful experiences and actually pursue these dreams. Not exaggerate about them.
Yeah. When we prioritize humility and authentic pride, we find joy not just in our achievements. This is the thing. This is the key.
This is it. This is it right here.
Not just in our achievements, but also in the impact we have on others' lives.
Listen.
That becomes meaningful too.
This is why you're not a narcissist. Remember, a narcissist is not cognizant and not caring about the impact they're having on others. I love that I did this. If I had to steamroll everybody in my way, I'm going to celebrate that I got to this point. Authentic pride and humility allows you to achieve without killing everybody else in your path.
Yeah.
You actually don't have to step on the faces of other people to climb.
Yeah. So we're going to dive into humility, because
Dive
humility,
into it.
this is one that's close to our hearts. We we know about
We know about the principle. We were taught in many ways. Humility is one's ability to
correct
oneself,
to
correct
correct
others,
others, and to
seek and receive correction without malice or attitude.
Humility.
Okay? All of those things. I'm going to bring you a little something. I'm going to hear when you bring me a little something. In fact, I'm looking to hear a little something.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not going to wait for the. How am I doing on this?
Yes.
Right? Humility is often misunderstood as a weakness. People think that when you're a humble person, you're a weak person. And it's actually a strength. It's really recognizing your limitations and acknowledging that we don't have all the answers. So ask a daggone question.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being open to learning and growth. How can that be a bad thing?
Listen, humility ain't no hoe.
Mm-mm.
Like, for you to really master that
ain't
thing,
backslapping.
listen,
Coming across humility space.
you're not doing it. But when we approach life with humility, we become more receptive to new experiences and perspectives. We recognize that, what I believe isn't always truth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have all of the answers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know everything.
And your mistakes don't break you. You know what I mean?
That's the one.
Because we're not afraid to admit them. Oops.
Yeah. Yep.
My bad.
Yep.
My bad. People with humility, apologizing ain't hard. I'm sorry. Oh, I hurt you and I'm sorry. Well, it's so deep for us because we've built, again, so many times we've just built this kind of wall, this facade around this hubristic pride.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when you are able to do that, when you are able to admit your mistakes and apologize when you've hurt someone, you have far more harmonious relationships. And that automatically contributes to your joy.
Yep.
You know, the folks getting sassy. I don't care. I'm not gonna say that I'm sorry to nobody. I don't care. I'll just be by myself and happy by myself. If you don't stop that. Stop. You stop that. That's a whole temper tantrum. It's a whole little. You just look like a toddler saying that. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, you do.
Right
Stop
behind
it.
contributing to that 401k, the sexiest thing a man can do is apologize.
I just want you to know,
Baby, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Clothes will start flying. I'm just gonna fling my panties in your face.
I like to do it. To be honest with you, then I have
love
more
apologize.
agency. Because if I can identify what I brought to the situation, that actually gives me more control and more agency in it. Just being the victim of somebody, you know what I'm saying? I don't even what I do, so that I can just, you know what I mean?
And not that fake ass apology that I'm sorry that you felt that way.
And then the justification, you don't even finish the sentence with, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sorry you felt that way, but I mean, really, I just had to do it. And at the end of
you
it,
called
I'm
that
like,
an apology.
I think that,
I'm
no,
talking
I
about
have
looking
to
somebody in
apologize
the
to you.
face. I am so
I'm so
sorry I
sorry.
hurt you. That was never my intent, but I see that's what I did, and I'm going to work to be better.
And we're back. Hello.
Hello.
Because we're lions. Right.
Be prepared. That's what we should have been. We should have been prepared.
We should have been prepared. That's very true.
Okay.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Humility. It helps us stay grounded. It prevents us from getting caught up in our egos, because that's like a big trap net to get caught up in.
It reminds us that we're part of something larger than ourselves, fostering a sense of connection and belonging. That's going right on back to that first principle, which is vital for experiencing joy.
So we've talked about hubristic pride. Let's focus now on authentic pride. Authentic pride is different from the kind of pride that's rooted in that arrogance, or the desire to better others, right? It's just about the self.
Yeah. So authentic pride comes from a sense of accomplishment and self-worth, but it's tempered with humility. It's got to have that humility piece, and that's how you know that you're really getting into the good stuff, right?
Mhm.
So it's about recognizing our achievements and feeling a deep sense of satisfaction, not because we're better than anyone else, but because we've worked hard and we've overcome our own challenges. We've mastered ourselves.
That's right. The focus then is the self rather than comparing yourself to
Yeah.
others, right? Authentic pride can be a powerful source of joy because it's tied to our sense of self esteem, our personal growth. And the beauty of this, right, is that it's not a zero sum game. We can feel authentic pride for our accomplishments while celebrating the successes of others. You always know when you're in a bad pride space if other people's exaltation makes you feel small, right? Or you feel like making another
Mm.
person feel small is going to make you feel better. You know you're not in a
Mm.
good, you're not in that authentic pride space. Authentic pride will foster that sense of community and that shared sense of joy.
Yeah. Anytime you feel like you have to dim someone else's light for yours to shine brightly, we out of pocket.
Or someone's light shining dims yours. You just feel minimized because somebody's great.
You feel threatened
Uh-oh.
by it. Yeah.
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 So how do they work together, this notion of authentic pride and humility, to contribute to joy in our lives?
Yes. When we balance these two qualities, we create a healthy and harmonious mindset. Y'all, we can when we got that hubristic pride going on, then we're just arrogant, we're pompous, we're full of ourselves. That's not
And we're
healthy.
fragile. And we're fragile. It lasts this long.
That's the thing. Is that just like we talked a little bit earlier about how the people that have that kind of pride really are the ones who feel shame the most. They've shamed themselves before anybody else
Before
had to
anybody
do
else does. When you have authentic pride in something,
it.
even when someone critiques you, you don't crumble in the face of it. When we were talking about, in another episode about our education careers, run up on it. I got a lot of problems. Being in that classroom, giving it my all, ain't one. That's not one of them.
Baby.
Nobody's saying it. And if they did, I'd be like, oh, well, okay. Let me look at. I would not be destroyed by anyone saying it. That's just how much pride
I'd be
I have.
completely unmoved if someone came
in
up and
that
said, "Oh, you suck as a
you
teacher."
really didn't give it your all in that classroom. What? I'm sorry.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I completely missed. What now?
That's what true pride is. We don't talk about it this season because true pride is unshakable. Somebody come and tell you
Even
about
with
you, you be like,
even with critique, I can take the critique, but I don't
Uh-huh.
have to be destroyed by it because it's not based. What? It's so much stronger than what you're about to say. It keeps us grounded. It keeps us open. This notion of humility. It keeps us connected to other people. And authentic pride then fuels our self-esteem and personal growth. That sounds like joy to me. Grounded,
Yes.
open,
yes,
connected to other people.
that's what real joy is.
Working on your personal growth and having high self-esteem.
Yeah.
I think joy comes
Yeah.
from that. That's a joy combo right there. Let me get a joy combo. I don't want the personal growth, then you don't want joy. I want to be
a little
grounded.
extra on the grounded and the humility.
I want just that, but I don't want the self-esteem. You don't want joy. Okay, well then, give it all to me then. Let me just have it the way it comes. Okay, now we're gonna have joy. Amen.
When we achieve something meaningful, we can feel a sense of pride without losing our humility.
Yeah,
And
you
this
can.
leads to a deeper and more lasting joy because it's not dependent on external validation or comparison with others. Baby, if you feeling good about you is dependent on what you've accomplished in comparison to someone else.
Or having to degrade someone else.
That ain't about to bring you joy.
That's not gonna bring you no joy.
No.
No joy. Why are we shorten everything? I mean, joy is already just one syllable and 3 letters. I'm gonna make it shorter. Joy. Give me that joy.
No one does that.
I want some joy. Give me some joy. Y'all gonna be talking about that joy? And that add joy.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
All right. I love these proud moments this week, especially because of what we are talking about this week. So, again, and we encourage you all to continue sending these to us. We had some people tell us what they are most proud of. Joy John Brock.
Joy John.
You know, he's one of our faves. He said, I'm proud. Look, y'all, listen, in what we discussed today, I want you to hear this one.
Excuse me. Please give me that.
I'm proud of the successes of those around me. Not just professional or academic, but in all aspects of life. The personal pride resides in how well I chose my tribe. Iron sharpens iron.
I'm sorry.
Your successes bring me pride because I know that I done chose correctly.
That is one of the most profound things I have heard this month. Really think about what this man is saying here. I derive pride from the success of the people who surround me. It lets me know I'm a good judge of character and have chosen my peoples well. What?
That's a word, y'all.
That is a word.
I don't know about nobody else.
Have you ever looked around and be like, oh, my crew?
Whole crew bad.
Yes.
Whole crew winning.
How can you not then derive pride from that? So you're busy comparing yourself and being like, oh, they out doing these wonderful things. I need to be doing something. Just the fact that they are doing wonderful things and are in your midst is a source of gratification.
Because quiet as is kept, loud as is shouted. Your tribe defines you too.
Absolutely.
People looking at your people.
Always.
Determining who you are.
Always.
Okay.
That thing is profound. Okay. Iron sharpens iron.
That's a real good word.
You better have people around you who push you to that next level. And yes, have pride in that. Shauna gave us a good one too. Again, remember the question was just, what are you proud of? And she says, my gratitude supersedes any obstacle. She could have stopped right there.
Yeah.
My gratitude.
That's a word right there. And I want you to stop right there.
Obstacle.
My gratitude supersedes.
There isn't a thing that can be thrown my way. There is not a challenge that can be placed before me that will press me out of being thankful. What? Come on, Holy Ghost.
That's fine.
What? My gratitude supersedes any obstacle. I've learned to see the blessing and the blessings when it comes to bad news or feelings. So fear, doubt, worry, etc. don't last long in my life. You better be proud of that. What? And I end up ushering in more good things by recognizing and honoring my blessings. Girl.
Shauna just out here being grateful, 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 gratefulness. It's flowing from my heart. That's it.
Listen, it supersedes any.
I
like she's really saying, I'm so proud of that aspect of my personality. That I'm a person for whom
I don't get bogged down by much.
None of that happens. Y'all play Donkey Kong. Remember the barrels would just be coming. I don't die. I don't need another life. I just jump over them barrels. And in fact, sometimes I land on that little ladder and climb up to the next level. Remember on Donkey Kong? Them barrels would get to coming. Here goes Shauna. Bloop. Bloop. Hitting one with a hammer. Boop. I'm going to get on this little ladder and climb up.
Listen. That's a word, y'all better be.
Strengthens me. I get strengthened by them. She put bad in quotation marks. I just want you to know that. when it comes to bad news, because she's not even digesting it as such.
I'm
just
not
getting
even
my
acknowledging
next.
that.
This is my next lesson that's coming.
Listen, y'all.
No bad. There's no good. This is my next lesson that's coming. I'm ushering in good things no matter what comes.
It doesn't take much to have
no matter
pride.
What it comes. Oh,
it doesn't take much, y'all. Send us your. We really do want to hear them. I'm telling you, the words we are getting. All I did was ask, "What are you proud of?"
What are you proud of?
This is a whole sermon.
That's an entire
on a Sunday morning. So as we wrap up this episode, let's leave our listeners with a practical tip for cultivating humility and authentic pride in their lives. How about, we just talked about Shauna, a gratitude practice. Our joy charge to you this week is to keep a running list of the things you've done that have left you with a sense of pride. In this season, I want you to I'm talking about list it. We want to hear it. Even if you don't share it with anybody else, put it up. Yeah. Put it on your mirror every morning.
You think it's too
look
small,
at it.
You going against what we
put it right on there.
Nothing is too small. Nothing's too small. I drank more water today than I did yesterday.
Ashe.
Amen. Congratulations.
It's all you needed.
I went to bed. Normally I sit up and stay up, but at 11 o'clock I said, I'm just gonna lay in this bed. A round of applause.
I made breakfast this morning.
Mm-hmm. All of it.
I drank a liter of water. I didn't say a gallon. A liter of what?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, sis.
Get it. Right?
Yes.
Take that time to reflect on what you're grateful for. And it really can help you stay humble. It helps you recognize the blessings in your life. And it fuels that authentic pride.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what we're talking about. That personal growth and the accomplishments comes from that experience. And you know, the reason why we're talking about gratitude, that is a separate principle, right? But it is such a powerful tool for fostering the authentic pride and the humility that we're talking about, right? It really helps you just pause and appreciate the journey that you're on. Yeah. You find those little moments to be proud of yourself.
Yes. So we hope you've enjoyed this exploration of humility and authentic pride and how they contribute to your joy. Remember, it's okay to be proud of your achievements as long as you stay humble.
Those aren't antithetical. You can be proud and humble. You can do both.
Yes. And keep your heart open to the beauty of what you and others bring to life.
So join us next time as we continue this journey. We're going to still be talking about pride and gratification, and of course, many other facets of just joy. So please, oh please, 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 baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, follow us on all the social medias and subscribe. Rate, review, and share. It just takes a second.
Yeah, for
like
real.
If you really just enjoy an episode, leave a comment and then also review us.
Please,
you know what I mean?
Comment.
Click on the review and be like,
this
you're out
podcast
there. Is something. Please do.
Yes.
So until that time.